So if you look at it this time, right? When is it actually, right? Zenless ZZZ is still in top 15. ZZZ is in top 15 gacha revenue for last month, September, right? So it dropped a little bit from 15 million to 10 million. So let's be fair, right? Let's be fair. Is this worth panicking? Is this something that players are overreacting, or are they like just trying to doom post, or are they actually panicking because it's fair and is something that's worth panicking, right? So the last time Zenless ZZZ was as low as now, the last month, 10.8 was 10.62 million, was during May. Now during May, it was, this is before 2.0 by the way, this is 2.0, right? This was during the Hugo and Lighter rerun, right? Think about it, Hugo and Lighter rerun. So right now, last month, right, we literally got Sid and Orphe. So try and be objective here. Sid and Orphe is doing almost as bad as Hugo and Lighter rerun, right? So maybe that's why people are just a bit worried. Okay, why is a lot of people not pulling Sid and Orphe, right? Maybe I think yeah, that could mean it, right? That could probably just mean that most players aren't really pulling Sid and Orphe, right? Hugo, Lighter as much as Sid, Orphe, you skip both. Yeah, I do think that it is one of Zenless ZZZ's lowest revenue, if you just look at this, right? Now, to be fair, we don't know about, we won't really know to the fullest extent because like PC and stuff, right? It's always very complicated. But if you look at just this number, right? Yeah, you can see why players are complaining. But if you look at it from the perspective of compared to a lot of other gachas, I don't think ZZZ is in the bad spot, right? It's not like ZZZ is like here, right? It's not like ZZZ is like where Honkai Impacted is. You know, ZZZ is still in top 15, right? Top 15 I think is still pretty decent, right? Now again, there's multiple different factors, right? Proof field lovers don't exist. Feed lovers don't exist, eh? I'm not sure if they are there for the feed. Maybe she's not huge enough. Who knows? But yeah, you can see right here on the Zenless ZZZ official Reddit, anyone knows what happened here. The fest banners. Special anniversary with double 3-star rates and hype OP students ran through early August for JP. Helps that Mika, okay, our princess has a very devoted fan base. Oh, that's for Blue Archive, okay. Why are they talking about this in ZZZ official? Very, very interesting. All people who call Zenless and other Gooner games must first take a look at Love and Deep Space gameplay and then formulate an opinion. I watched a clip of Molly playing that game. It makes Nikke look wholesome in comparison. Gooner game. Gooner game, alright? If Honkai shit third still going, ZZZ won't die, yo, chill out, man. Why do you call it Honkai shit third? Zenless is to Hoyo as Deadpool is to Disney. Wow. Yeah, it feels like most people are not talking about the issues here, but more talking about Gooner games. The people are weird. I don't understand why ZZZ have this reputation. Batman Arkham is more sexualized than ZZZ. Look at Harley Quinn or Poison Ivy in the game. And Batman Arkham Asylum doesn't have this reputation in other games. Conclusion, ZZZ is more than sexy girls and men's. Are we comparing Batman game to this particular Hoyo game? I think it's just a different one, right? I think the Batman game is mostly just for guys, right? That's next level Gooner. 50% of ZZZ content you see on Reddit is Gooner art, and it's usually most upvoted community content. If you go to most game subreddits like Arkham subreddit, it's mostly just people talking about the game and stuff like strategies. Okay, so let's see, do we have anything here that people are going to discuss about? The Obol Curse. Sid and Orphe, not many people are pulling for them. That seems to be the case, eh? Was the SNB trigger banners this bad? I thought they did okay, but I can't recall the numbers. Okay, that one wasn't that bad, I think. A lot of players pull for trigger, right? But trigger rerun, I guess most players just don't do anything anymore, right? Anybody says ZZZ is horniest MiHoYo game? Only know MiHoYo starting from Genshin, which is what most people know, right? Like, that's just how it is. I was kind of bad for the time, okay. I understand why Vivian and Lucia are on the same phase and the free Vivian skin is Eve doing 180 pulls. Okay. Despite all the controversy, Lucia, the next character, is 100% going to do better than Sid or Orphe. I think it's probably true, right? Like I don't see how Lucia can do worse, right? You got Lucia, you got Komano Manato, you get Vivian Rerun, so it's a very high chance that it's going to get higher. Plus, she's a very good supporter as well, right? But that's just what it is. 180 pull incentive is going to drain everyone's savings, which will be a nice alley-oop to get people to spend on the next Void Hunter. Uh-oh, next Void Hunter ready. Get her, you can actually, I think you can get it, definitely, within 2 versions. I hope most people realize that it's like version 2.3 and 2.4, right? Within 2 versions. You're not forced to get it within 1 version, right? Many pulled for Yixuan, so they will be saving for Lucia instead. I think that makes the most sense, right? Lucia is probably going to be Yixuan's best support. But then again, it really depends, because I think for the longest time ever, most people have been using Yixuan, the Panda, and of course Ju Fufu. So if you got that 3, you already used them for the longest time ever, do you really need to switch it up, right? For a lot of people, maybe not so much. There's going to be that factor as well. But yeah, Lucia is going to be an upgrade. It's going to be Yixuan's best partner, right? The Gooners will spend money, no worries. Looks like said Gooners are broke and didn't want either of these characters. The Gooners who call anyone who wants male characters tourists, not enough to pay the bills. What? They could have made fat bang off Manato, but they decided they hated money. Proceeded to drop 2 female designs, decided they didn't hate money enough, and changed one of those females to be even more goonery. Uh-oh. There's a lot of spite right here, guys. Me, you put for both. I think Orphe is neat as hell, talking tail gun body. Yeah, her design is insane, but I think it's not for everyone. Right? Okay, let's see, what is this agenda being pushed right here? S rank Manato, you're not the target audience, tourists go play another game. Sid Orphe banner flop, surprise Pikachu face. Now watch them put Banyue right before Yi Xunguang, and remember to act surprised if he ends up selling poorly too. Love and Dead Space on number 1 is the cherry on top if you ask me. Or before I get downvoted to Oblivion, I put for Sid, her W engine, and M1 trigger during this patch and had to use monochrome to get Orphe at high PT after losing the 50-50 and 80 pulls, which is probably enough to put me in 1% of players who spend money in this banner. I don't hate the characters, it's more like disappointed at the depths of the game. I genuinely love because they keep alienating a good chunk of their player base. Worst part is regardless of how poorly the Lucia redesign was received, she's still going to sell well because of Rapture support. Also Vivian skin event rerun. Wow, even show level 60. All ball enjoyers. Very, very interesting. If Manato was S rank, revenue would drop. Probably a little bit. Totally deserved with a seed fiasco. Uh-oh. Everybody is rising up. Everybody is rising up to hate on this. But yeah, it seems like right now, I can see there's a lot of players. You know, there's always people saying that, okay, how about the PC revenue and stuff? Usually it's about the same, right? PC and mobile usually is about the same. It will be a big chunk of a pie, right? So there's that. Seed should just be a robot. I mean, it's too late to change now, right? Whatever is over is over. We'll get another robot later on, right? That's going to be what it is.